Hello everyone, in this session, I would like to discuss about the data types in Python. What is the data type means? First of all, how we can represent the data in your Python program by using a variable. Already we discussed by using a variable. This variable represents this data or not. This data we can store inside the memory or something. Somewhere you can store like this or not. This is the memory, and this memory location name is like the variable. So what is the data type means? The type of the data inside the memory location. The type of the data, this is the data inside the memory location. The type of the data inside the memory location, we can say like what? Data type or not. My data type may be anything. Maybe it's like an integer or number, or it's like a boolean value, or any other type of the data. So my data types are like two types. One is like user defined, another one is like predefined. One is like user defined, another one is like predefined. These predefined data types given by the Python program. User defined data types, you can create your own data types. You can create your own data types. First of all, create one variable. Create one variable. Let me open command prompt. I want to write some piece of code inside the command prompt only. In future, I'm going to use like a Jupyter and Visual Studio Code and PyCharm also. Initial test, just you can use command prompt. Just go to Python environment. This Python command will work whenever my Python install in your local machine. You can create a variable. Yes, this is my variable. Now, the type of the variable, this is the data. The type of the data, we can say like a data type. If you want to know the type of this particular data, we have one predefined method is there. Type is the predefined method in your Python. Which data type you want to know, just you can pass that variable as a argument. Now see this one, it is like a integer type data or not. Like this, any type of variable you can create. Name equals to Sachin, like this. Now if I write like the name type is like string or not. Okay, if you write like my salary equals to like this, my type of my salary is like a float value or not. Like this, you can find the type of the data using the predefined method called as a type. Now, I already told you there has some predefined data types or there some user defined data types you can create. The predefined data types like int is one predefined data type to represent your integer values. The next one is like float to represent your decimal values. The next one is like a bool is my data type. Bool is my data type. Now see, is pass. Is pass. For example, is pass is like true. Now my type of is pass is what? It's a boolean or not. It's also predefined data type. If there is no data, nothing is there, we can represent like a none. Okay, I created one variable. I created one variable. Okay, there is no data, nothing. Okay, I don't want to mention any data, then the time just you can put like a none. None itself is like a empty data, you can say. My type of number is like a none type or not. It's like a none type. The next one is like some of sequence data types are there. Sequence data type. Okay, now sequence of characters, we can say like a string data type. The next one, if you want to represent multiple elements, then the time you can say like a list data type. For example, I want to represent multiple players, Sachin, Dhoni, Kohli. Then you can go with what? List data type. If you want to represent multiple elements only, we have one more data type is there. Tuple is the data type. These all are like predefined, okay, which is given by the Python. Tuple data type. Okay, if you want to represent a set of elements, group of elements, then you can go with a set. I will tell each and every data type, and the differences also I will tell in next classes. For now, which type of predefined data types given by the Python, just you can remember. The next one is like dict is one more data type. If you want to represent a key value pairs, then you can go with the dict data type. The next one, okay, if you want to create an array of elements, okay, inside in a particular range, then you can go with the range data type. It's like a method. These are the data types given by the Python, predefined types, predefined types, predefined types. Now, if you come here, okay, if you want to create a string, okay, how to create the string already we saw, right? Just you can see this. 1 second. Yes. Okay, my name is like a Sachin. Okay, see my type of name? Yes. This wrong now? Yeah, I can come out. My type of my name is like what? String or not? Then next one is like list, for example. Okay, players, a group of elements if you want to represent, then you can go with the list, such in Dhoni. Okay, for now, just remember how it is going to work. Everything I will explain. My type of players is like a list or not. Okay, tuple, it's also represent a list of elements, but the syntactically it's like a, okay, instead of square brackets, just you can put like these brackets. Now my type is like players is like tuple or not. Okay, set, then you can go with this. Okay, curly braces. What are the differences? I will tell, don't worry. Now say this, my type is like a set or not. Now, if you want dictionary, okay, then you can go with a player, not a players. My player name is like a Sachin. Name is like a Sachin. His runs is like 20,000. Okay, this is like a dictionary. Okay, runs is not defined. Why? Because okay, can we maintain within this? He is like a static. Okay, here also can we maintain like this. Okay, now see this. Now can we check my type of player? My type of player is like a dictionary or not. Okay, same like this. My range is the predefined method. Okay, we can get the range of elements like this 1 to 10 elements if you want. This is my range. Okay, you can iterate, you can get the elements. You can iterate and you can get the elements. Like this, you can create your, you can hold your data, different data types with the variables or not. These all data types given by whom? Given by Python only. Now you can say the next one is like a user defined data types. The user defined data types that the programmer created. The programmer created. The best example is like a class is my one type of data type. The next one is like a module, you can say that is also one type of data type. Okay, this class and module, the class we discussed in the OOPS concept, and the module I will discuss. The separate concept is their packages and modules, that time I will discuss. For now, just remember this terminology, that's it. These are the these many data types are there in your Python program. Thanks guys, thanks for joining.